what's up? It's me, Haley Jones, and I'm here with Serge Mulin from Vavia Dumpster Rentals.
Yes, ma'am.
And we are talking about dumpsters today, which I'm so excited about because I think this is so needed and people need to know it, and people don't realize it until it's the last minute, and then they're in a scramble.
Absolutely.
So we're going to avoid the scramble today. But first, before we do that, as we always do, just so we can get to know Serge a little better, we're going to do some rapid fire. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Who's your favorite sports team?
Volunteers.
Oh, good answer.
They still are, regardless
they
of the
still
performance.
are. Oh my God, that freaking football playoff. Anyways, okay, coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Do you drink it black? Do you put stuff in it?
I like caramel creamer in it.
Oh, caramel creamer. I've not heard that one.
I've been,
He's like,
I've
what
been
can I
drinking
say?
it for 10 years.
Cars or trucks?
Trucks.
Like a F5050? Are we talking like what kind of truck?
I drive a Ram 3500.
Okay, so that's a big truck.
It's a big truck.
Awesome. Cats or dogs?
Cats. We have one cat.
What kind of cat?
It's a blue Russian.
Oh, I don't know what that is. I'll have to look it up.
It's
Is
a
that
really
like your
cute cat.
Okay. I'm afraid of cats.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a long story, but anyway.
She's sweet.
Oh, that's good. Watching TV or reading books?
TV.
What are you watching?
Mostly sports, and like the latest one, Yellowstone was my big thing, and the latest one is The Landman I got into.
Okay, we were watching that last night.
The Landman?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And he's just committed to get back together with his ex-wife. So that's where we are. I don't know if you're the...
Oh, you're way behind. I'm on like...
Okay, yeah. We
there's
just
episode
started.
9
Okay.
last night came out.
Okay, yeah. We just started. So I'm like, this is going to get real juicy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a good one. It's got a pretty good story, and it's kind of a blue collar kind of a...
Yeah.
stuff.
What's your thoughts on Yellowstone? Like, are you... Like, my husband's over it. He was fully engaged, and then the whole thing with, like, Kevin Costner.
Yeah, after he's out, they're just pouting.
Yeah, I think they... I also made my husband watch Squid Games. Have you watched that?
My wife watches that. I couldn't get into that.
I was like, come on, just... He can't get into it either. Okay, soccer, basketball, or football?
Football.
Just hardcore football.
I used to play soccer. I do enjoy basketball, but football is... especially volunteer football.
Yeah, have you been to a game?
Oh yeah, we go to games every season.
Do you? Yeah. They're fun. The season, are you disappointed in the season, or are you like, it's going to be fine?
I think it's going to be fine. I actually saw Ohio State play Oregon. I think we're in good shape. Ohio State is just a good team that's got a lot of things come together for them.
Yeah. Do you think that this whole bracket now that we have, the fact that we played early like we did, I feel like it caused us to put more people in the portal, or more people chose to go in the portal unnecessarily. And then I also think because we played so soon, when that portal window was open, if we had just won one more game, we wouldn't have lost as many people. I mean, I don't know. I just think it's like, man, people are like, UT sucks now, and these people are leaving. Which if they don't want to stay, that's fine.
We're gonna be better off without them. If they don't want to stay, they can go.
Okay, I like it.
We got some pretty good backups out there that I feel pretty good about next year. We're gonna be a good team.
Yeah, I hope so. I keep hearing these announcements. I'm like, we're not that bad.
Nah, I mean, just one. We really haven't played all season like a championship kind of team.
I agree.
So really, that's the last game was kind of we finally playing somebody that's really, really good. And they shut us down.
100%. Anyways, okay, let's talk about Vavia. Okay, I'm going to read from the website, and then just so we can kind of give a broad overview. But Vavia is the smart, high-tech, and easy solution for your residential or commercial waste disposal needs. Our Knoxville and Maryville franchise has a big reputation for delivering on their promise of high-value customer service, while also making a mark as they give back to our community. Owners Serge and Linda Emelkin.
Yes.
And their growing team make it a priority to provide same or next day service once you click or call. So basically you do waste removal, you have dumpsters for homeowners, contractors, and businesses, and you've got different size dumpsters and all this. So tell us what we should know about Vavia.
Okay. Well, Vavia it comes from Italian. It stands for it goes away.
Oh, Vavia.
Yep, Vavia goes away. So we do provide dumpsters. We don't actually do. One of your questions was junk removal versus dumpster rental. So we don't do junk removal. We refer to some of our partners to do that. We just strictly rent dumpsters, and it's a pretty simple business model. We bring a dumpster, you fill it up, we come get it.
Yeah.
And we haul it off and dispose of it for you.
So do you get it for a certain number of days? Like, how does it work?
We have various plans on various price plans and various lengths of how long you can keep it.
Yeah.
You can do it for a week. You can do it for 2 days. You can do it for 2 weeks. You can do it for a month. You can set it up where you come to your business location and empty it out like once a week, once every 2 weeks, once every month.
Yeah.
So we can do pretty much anything, any way that you need dumpster, we can provide it.
Yeah. Is there a customer that you have most often, like mostly businesses or mostly homeowners, or like what's your most?
I would say probably 70-80% of our customers are businesses and contractors. We're very heavily in construction, remodeling, demolition kind of area, but we do quite a bit of residential stuff. We do off-road driveway service where we protect the driveway for people. And our dumpsters are very neutral in color, so we're not disturbing the HOA if you have some of those pesky ones.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, when you say protect the driveway, like what do you mean? Like,
well, we eliminate contact
okay.
between the dumpster and the driveway by using boards.
Okay.
So when we bring it to you, if you have like a really nice paver driveway or really like a brand new concrete driveway, we will put boards down and put the dumpster on the boards.
Yeah.
So it never touches your driveway. So it won't crack, it won't scar, it won't mark. Like when we leave, it's like we're never there.
That's awesome. This may seem like a very basic question, but how does someone know if they need junk removal versus a dumpster? This would imply, like what you're saying earlier, like someone's doing it for you or you're doing it yourself. But like is that pretty much
that's really
the difference?
That's it.
Yeah.
You can, if you want to do it at your own pace and you're capable of it, we just bring a dumpster, you fill it up, we haul it off. If you want somebody to come in and do it for you, they will provide, they'll either rent our dumpster and then load it for you, or they'll use their own trailers or dumpsters, and they do all the legwork. So they'll do all the labor. They'll come in your house and get the stuff out and throw it in the dumpster and then haul the dumpster out.
So if you're getting a dumpster, are people throwing away just like old files, like what are they dumping?
Anything within reason. We just ask that anything hazardous or dangerous obviously can't go in there. Nothing liquid, so we don't make a mess on the highway and end up with paint on somebody else's car. Don't want to do that. So
has that happened before?
People have tried to get rid of like giant cans of paint, but our drivers usually find it and usually spot that.
So do they like look through it before they
look over it if there's something on top that's obvious, they will alert the homeowner. A lot of times it's just a misunderstanding that they're not sure what.
Hey, you can't put this paint in here.
Right. And typically, homeowners don't have that much paint to make a huge mess. It's usually the folks at the construction site. That
makes sense. Okay.
But most of those, they're repeat customers, so they know the expectation of what can and can't go in there.
What's one of the weirdest things somebody's thrown away or dumped, I guess, that you care to share?
I think we found a prosthetic leg at one point.
Seriously?
Yes. So.
Which I guess you're glad it's prosthetic.
Yeah. We made sure we called the homeowner and made sure that they wanted to get rid of it. And they said,
So you were like looking and you saw
it was laying on top.
Oh my god! And did you think it was real at first, or was it obvious? Like, I would be like, "There's a leg in here."
I wasn't there. One of our drivers, one of our team members, was there, and he just called me and said, "Hey, there's a fake leg in the dumpster. So what do we do with that?" So we called the homeowner and made sure that it was okay.
That's good. Is there stuff that you're like, why are people throwing this away?
Oh, 100%. There's a lot of times people do clean outs in their attics and basements and garages, and there's some stuff in there that literally it looks brand new.
And they just got rid of it.
People just don't use it, don't want it. It's like somebody moved out, they don't want the memories, so they throw it away.
Yeah. So once you pick up the dumpster, like where does it go? Does it go to the landfill?
Yes,
Okay.
It goes to landfill.
Okay.
There are about 5 different landfills around here. We use primarily the one Waste Management landfill at Raccoon Valley. Okay. And it's some of the things that, like if it's something needs to be recycled. If it's metal, we partner up with some of the recycling companies here. Yeah. So we can recycle metal, we can recycle concrete. We also can recycle things like dirt, pavers, rock kind of stuff, so it doesn't end up in a landfill and maybe go somewhere and they use it for, if they're building a house and they need to level the ground, it's used as fill.
Yeah. So when residential homeowners call you, is it people that are about to sell a house? Is it people, like, what does it look, or is it, what does it look like?
It's literally anybody, and somewhere on our website it says that everybody needs a dumpster one day. So it's, parents are moving out, or you're selling the house, or you're buying a house, or you're remodeling a house, you're doing a DIY project in the backyard, or you're just cleaning out, years of stuff in the attic, or kids moving out to college, or kids moving in, or you putting an addition to your house, or you cleaning out the shrubs in the front yard, kind of stuff. Like it's anything.
So when it comes to, how do you know what size, because you have 2 different size dumpsters, so how do you know what you need?
So we kind of offer the clients an idea of how many trips to the landfill it would save them. So like a 15-yard dumpster, which is our most common one. Yeah. It saves you about 7-8 trips to the landfill. So 7-8 pickup truckloads.
Wow.
So if you think about, going to probably the most unhuman, unfriendly environment on earth, the landfill, 7 or 8 times versus just getting a dumpster brought in your driveway.
Right.
Where you just fill it up and it goes away. It's like it was never there.
Easy. It makes it easy. It's gone. It goes away.
Yeah, it goes away. Yeah.
So then also too, when it comes to, as far as like if someone wants to schedule you, and how far out do they need to do that? What does that look like?
We offer same day or next day service. Oh, wow. Obviously, the more, the more
how
heads
many
up
dumpsters do you have?
We've got several. It's over 100. So we can pretty much provide same day service anytime.
Where do you store all that?
We don't. That's the name of the game. They're all rented.
Okay.
Right. So our idea is, or our goal is to rent out as many of them as we can.
So how did you get into this?
Well, actually, I worked for Waste Management Inc. for a couple of years, and then we've been looking at getting into our own business since pre-COVID. Yeah. We just wanted to do something that, get away from the corporate world and doing something for ourselves and the community, and kind of settle down with the kids in one spot. So we had an opportunity through some common connections with Vavia. Yeah. And we thought it was a pretty good business model. It was very simple. So we signed a franchise agreement with them, and we went through quite a bit of research. We looked at a number of different franchise models. We looked at pizza places, we looked at sandwich places, cookie places, educational opportunities, because my wife she's an educator by trade. Okay. So we looked at yoga franchises, we looked at handyman sprinklers, like you name it, we've looked at it. We spent about 6 months of literally going through using a broker, like a franchise broker, that basically kind of we told them what our vision was, and we looked at different couple of franchises almost every week. And at the end of the day, it was just the garbage business was something that I was already aware of, and I knew the business, I knew the industry, and it's a very, very simple model if you think about it. Yeah. You have dumpsters, you have trucks and drivers, and you deliver the dumpster, it gets filled, and then you go dump it. And then you repeat over and over and over again.
Yeah, that's so smart. So, obviously the answer's bad to leave this part out, but are you glad you did it? Are you like, yes, we made the right decision?
Yeah, I think we did. This kind of gave us the opportunity to figure out what a small business is, and we got a little bit of help, or some help from the franchise to get it set up. We really needed some help, because we started in 2021. Yeah. Which is just post-COVID, so everything was, if you wanted to order anything, it was 6 months or 8 months waiting time. So it helped getting with Vavia folks and getting the supply chain kind of established and the vendors. So we were able to get started in like 90 days.
Wow. Wait, how many dumpsters did you start with?
I want to say it was like 25 or so. Like it was, we were blessed. We grew pretty quick. Yep. Knoxville is an awesome town. It's growing fast. There's a lot of exciting stuff going on. A lot of new construction, a lot of development, a lot of old homes that are getting remodeled and kind of brought back to life. So that's really the remodeling piece is our kind of our niche. Yeah. Our dumpsters are small enough to fit in any driveway, any parking spot. If you need one in the backyard by the deck, we can do that. We have smaller trucks. Yeah. So that's our niche. We truly partner up with a lot of remodelers, a lot of flippers, real estate agents. We do like decks, driveways. Anytime you do additions, this is that's what we
you need a place to dump all that trash.
Yeah.
All the stuff.
We have one.
Yeah.
We can help you.
That's awesome. So Knoxville, Maryville, like where all do you cover in this area?
We cover Knox County and pretty much every surrounding county.
Okay.
So that's for sure. And then we'll we go outside of that area, but it doesn't happen very often because once you really, when you're 30, 40 miles outside of Knoxville, you're kind of in a super rural land at that point. It's not.
Listen to the words that are coming out of his mouth. I say that because a lot of people are moving here, right? And I don't think people realize, first of all, Knoxville is very spread out in general.
Yeah.
But then once you get outside of Knoxville, it's like
it's still farmland.
Yeah, 100%. So that's an interesting point that you make. Okay, so really, if somebody needs you, they could call today.
Yeah, call right now, and chances are it's probably lunchtime right now, so we'll probably get one before the end of the day.
Which is awesome. So cool. Is there anything that I haven't asked you that like people have to know about the company, about you, about what they need to know?
Well, you asked me before the interview about my origin.
Yeah. Tell us.
So my actual name is Sergey.
Yeah.
Serge is my East Tennessee name. I came here back in the 90s. I was an exchange student. Then I went to Roane State.
Okay.
Yep. I went to Roane State, so I'm first generation American. I went to Roane State for a couple of years, like 3.5. It took me a little longer.
Yeah.
And then I went to University of Tennessee. I graduated from UT with a degree in marketing, logistics, and transportation. And I spent the next like 17 or 18 years in railroad business.
Oh, wow.
We traveled all over the country in 6 different states, 11 different homes. So I'm very fluent in real estate transactions at this point.
Yeah.
we bought and sold 11 homes during that career.
11?
Yep, we finally settled down here. I always thought Knoxville was my home.
Okay. Because you came. Yeah.
Yeah. So I still have roots here. I still have since we came back in 2019 or 20, I've been reaching out to some of the old friends that we've become the college buddies that we haven't hung out with in a long time. So it's been fun. I really like Knoxville. I really think it's one of the best cities in the U.S. to live.
Yeah. What's your take on, I had somebody that moved from up north and everyone was telling her, go to Market Square or whatever. And she went to Market Square and she was like, it's so lame. And I was like, excuse me? Because like 10 and 12 years ago even, you did not go to Market Square. I mean, there was nothing down there. Right. There was no restaurant. So for me, I'm like, Market Square is the bomb. I mean, and so if you went to college here, it was way different.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like downtown Knoxville was no place you really wanted to go to.
Yeah, there was nothing there. I think there was like Arby's or something.
There was some
and like a Subway or something.
So there was the old city.
Yes.
Was pretty much it.
Yes.
That was it.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on the construction in Cumberland Avenue? Have you been down there at all?
Yeah, I'm nostalgic about
I know.
the 90s.
Yeah.
And
we all are.
Yeah, and I guess the kids will figure out some other place to hang out.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is yet, so.
Yeah, it's well, right now it's just a literal construction zone, but it's like, where are they hanging out? But obviously it wasn't working out because everybody kept closing down there. Everybody shut down, so.
I don't know why.
So if someone's moving to Knoxville or they're thinking about like Knoxville versus, wherever, what's your plug for this area? Like, why should they come here?
Well, if you Google like the cheapest places to live in the United States, Knoxville is in like top 15. So it's really very affordable. You still have a way to buy a home and not like spend all of your paycheck on it.
Yeah.
So and it's the housing is still available. It's getting tighter.
Yeah.
It's growing pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've got the Smoky Stadium coming back to downtown. So we've got the Volunteers, which is like the bomb. If you've never been to a college football game at Neyland, like you haven't been to a ball game.
Yes. Yeah.
So and there's like we've got the Ice Bears. We've got lots of stuff to do. And at the same time we've got good schools.
Yes.
Kids can get good education. We have very low crime rate. You don't hear about mass murders and stuff around Knoxville. As
far as like you being a business owner, like how has that been like within the Knoxville atmosphere? Like do you feel like you have a lot of support? Do you feel, from that standpoint, has it been overall positive, negative? Like what's your...
Oh, absolutely. I think Knoxville has a great business environment. So we're members of a couple chambers and that's so we get a lot of support through the chambers, a lot of marketing, kind of relationship building, referrals. We have a very business-friendly mayor.
Yes.
Bumham Glenn. So.
I went to his wrestling school.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a whole other.
Yeah.
story.
So
That's a whole other podcast.
I mean, if you just listen to some of the things he talks about, how he's very pro business, pro small business, very pro Knoxville, Knox County kind of. So it makes it very easy to do business in the county.
As a business owner and starting in 2021, is there like, I wish I would have known this when I started kind of thing, or no?
Well, this is our first business, so I wish I would have known a lot of things when we started.
You're like, everything?
Yeah.
I wish I would have known everything.
There are a lot of parts of the business that I wish I would have known before, and I wish somebody would have guided me down a different path. But we've learned. And
how are you finding employees? Has that been hard or no? I feel like working on the street is like, that's very hard to find employees. But
it is. But we treat our drivers probably a little better than some, or a lot.
Yeah.
So we treat them like family. So they're we don't create a very corporate, like, militaristic type structure. It's family-like environment. We cut up every day. We meet up, and we do turkeys for Thanksgiving and hams for Christmas kind of stuff. We pay them probably a little bit higher wage than some of the others in our industry. We do profit sharing. So if we do well, then they get a retirement plan that grows as they stay with us. So it's kind of we don't have a huge turnover rate at all.
Wow.
So most of our drivers will stay, and I mean, some of them leave for, people have life-changing things. That they get married. One of them got married and he went to work in Chattanooga. The other one got married and moved to Sevierville, and it was too far to drive. So we still, we have a little bit of turnover, but it's not I feel like we have a pretty friendly working environment that we truly treat our people like their family.
Like they're appreciated.
So, I think most small businesses are that way. It helps us, it helps us retain people, so we don't have to constantly hire and retrain, because it's a huge expense trying to find somebody. And then we're pretty picky about who we hire, because our drivers are, they're at your home basically, in your driveway. They're in your neighborhood, so we make sure that we check their driving record. Like if anybody's got at-fault accidents or like speeding tickets, they're not somebody that we're gonna hire at all.
Right.
We do background checks, so we don't send, convicted felons to your home when they pick up your dumpster.
That's very thoughtful of you.
We also do, we're part of Tennessee Drug Free, so anybody that works with us, they have to make a commitment to be off drugs.
Yeah.
We do pre-employment tests, and then we do random testing through the course of their employment, and everybody's subject to it, myself included. Yeah. So we lead by example. Yeah. We're not required to have CDL.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask that. Okay, yeah.
We actually, our requirements for employment are same as CDL. We just don't require a CDL. So we go through exact same safety procedures as somebody on the highway would go through. We just don't require an actual CDL. Yeah.
Wait, is there a weight limit on these dumpsters? Like,
there is. So depending on which truck it is, and typically, like, household dumpster doesn't weigh a whole lot. You have to really put some dirt, rock, like bricks, pavers to make it too heavy. We have a range of trucks. We have small trucks that are limited to lower weight, and then we have bigger trucks that can pick up heavier things. And we communicate with customers. If there's anything heavy in the dumpster, if they're planning on putting something heavy, we'll give them a smaller dumpster so they're not going to overfill it.
It's like luggage, the bigger your luggage is.
Right.
The more you have, put it there.
Absolutely.
Wait, do you have to clean them out? Like, do you have to?
We make sure that they're clean. They're actually, the way they're designed, they're kind of like a tub.
Okay.
So when we pick it up and dump stuff out, it just slides out, unless there's something like, if somebody snuck some paint in there, so like that will get stuck. Yeah. And generally, the drivers will, when they dump, they'll look in the dumpster to make sure we don't bring you a dumpster that full of somebody else's trash.
Right. Yeah. I was just thinking, like,
it
seems like kind of messy,
It is messy, and if you always make a kind of analogy for somebody that hasn't been to a landfill ever. Yeah. So remember Armageddon movie with Bruce Willis? Yeah. They're on the asteroid? Yeah. Okay, well, it's that kind of environment, only it's mud. It's mud and trash.
Oh, yeah.
So, we save you 8 trips to the mud and trash world.
Yeah, which is very appreciated.
Yeah.
Okay, if somebody wants to work with Vavia, where should they go? What should they do? Who should they call? Tell us, what do we need to know?
It's very easy. It's call or click. We can do online ordering, or you can call. If you are first time kind of a client, homeowner that will call.
Yeah.
And Linda, she's my wife.
Yeah.
She does all the inside sales. So she will pick up the phone and she will walk the potential client through everything they need to know about a dumpster.
Yeah.
So it makes it very easy to explain, so they can, they're talking to a human. Some people that are confident and comfortable at reading instructions, they can go online and just order one online. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You just don't talk to a human.
Yeah, and it sounds like you're very flexible. Like today, can you book it out? I mean, just in terms of whatever you need, just call or
absolutely
go online. Yeah.
You can order a dumpster for next Christmas.
Oh wow.
Today.
How did you know?
Well, we have, so that's part of the technology.
Yeah.
We get through the franchise. We have a pretty robust scheduling, routing software that allows us to do that.
That's cool.
And it's connected to our website, so you just go and order if you're comfortable. Or once we actually establish a relationship, if you're a contractor, you can text. Like we have a text line, and a lot of them choose to do that because they're super busy all day, so they just one text with an address and the dumpster shows up and say, hey, pick up dumpster at this address, and it goes away.
Yeah. So how much does it cost to rent a dumpster?
So it depends on what you're getting rid of and like how long you want it. We've got the typical 15-yard dumpster for 7-day rental is $369.
Okay.
That includes, we don't charge, there's no surprise fees.
Yeah.
So we allow 3 tons of weight for you to put in there, which is typically more than plenty unless you're putting like real heavy stuff in it.
Yeah.
And that's a week rental. You could do we have like online weekend specials. You get like $40 off of that price, and it's geared towards the household stuff because you don't get as much weight.
Yeah.
But typically, if it's a garage clean out or an attic clean out, you probably aren't going to put too much weight in it.
Right. That's awesome. Anything else we need to know?
Don't put paint in the dumpster, please. Don't put refrigerators in the dumpster. We're gonna know they're in there.
Oh yeah. How do you dump a refrigerator?
Well, we ask that we don't. This is where we refer to our junk removal guys. They come in, they'll come to your house, and they'll pick it up and take it and get it recycled. We try to stay in our lane. We're a dumpster company.
Which is always for the best.
Right.
Yes.
So people do sneak in refrigerators every now and again, and we charge a fee for that, obviously, because we actually have to reload it and then take it to a disposal facility where they can get the refrigerant out.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's
you don't want that in a landfill.
You don't want it in the atmosphere.
Yeah. There you go.
So we have to dig it out, take it back, and there are places like the city of Knoxville dump downtown will take it and they'll recycle the freon out of it.
They'll do it properly.
Yeah. So we want to be responsible.
Yes, that's awesome. Cool. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Serge with Vavia. Give him a call. Go check online. And anything else? I think we're good. Like he said, go Vols.